Hello friends, once again welcome to Diksha Classroom. This is our 47th day of Diksha Mission Jam. In the past 46 videos, we have discussed different topics from our NTNN Paper 1 syllabus. We have also given priority to discussing questions, especially from previous examinations. As of now, in different videos, we have discussed different questions of 2019 December examination. We have also discussed various topics from our paper 1 syllabus like that of logical listening, people development and environment, communication, etc. In this video, we will be continuing our discussion of questions from 2019 December examination. So we are going to discuss ICT questions in this particular video. Before that, make sure you have subscribed to Diksha Classroom YouTube channel. And if you want to get regular materials, updates, online quizzes, daily quizzes, etc., you can join or you can be a part of Diksha Paper 1 free WhatsApp broadcast. You can send join to 9947478690. The phone number and format is also given in the YouTube description. Diksha also have its own free WhatsApp broadcast for various paper 2 subjects like commerce, economics, psychology, social work, economics, etc. So if you want to join any of those, you can use the link in the YouTube description. So, and if you would like to know more about Diksha online classes, Diksha paper 1 previous question papers, and also various Diksha ebooks and platforms, you can visit official Diksha website www.dikshaclassroom.com. So that's it. So friends, let's go to the discussion of questions in this particular video. Remember, we are going to discuss ICT, information, communication and technology questions from 2019 December 6th afternoon shift. So friends, let's go to the question. So friends, we are discussing 6 December 2019 afternoon shift question papers, and we'll be discussing in this video information and communication and technology question. So I will show you the first question. So this is the first question. The main purpose of using ICT for classroom teaching is to. There's a question. The main purpose of using ICT for classroom teaching is to, and they have given the different options, which are make the classroom instructions interesting, then divert students' attention in the class, then keep students engaged in the class, and optimize learning outcomes of teaching. So try to give me the answer. I will give you a few seconds. Okay, so that's it. We'll try to answer the question. Once again, the question is the main purpose of using ICT for classroom teaching is to, and the given options are make the classroom instructions interesting, then divert students' attention in the class, keep students engaged in the class, and optimize learning outcomes of teaching. So we have the answer as, I hope you know what is the ultimate purpose of any classroom teaching. The ultimate purpose of teaching and the learning process is to fulfill the planned objective and realize the learning outcomes to the optimal level. So any purpose of the process of teaching and learning is to optimize the learning outcomes of that particular teaching. So we have option D as the correct answer. And when you go through the other options, first option, make the classroom instruction interesting. It's not necessary that all ICT platform will make the classroom interesting. It depends upon what you are using, which topic you are discussing, etc. Then divert students' attention in the class. Okay, definitely it's a wrong one. Keep students engaged in the class. Again, we can't say merely using ICT will ensure the engagement of students in the class. Again, it's a matter of their their motivation, or to what extent student is being interested in attending that particular session, etc. So for this particular question, we have option D, optimize learning outcomes of teaching, as a correct answer. That is answer D. Moving to next question. Which of the following statements is or are correct? That's the question. First statement is the clock speed of a CPU is measured in hertz. And the second statement is Bluetooth technology consumes more power than Wi-Fi technology. Choose the correct answer. Okay, so that's it. Try to give me the answer. Okay, so give me the answer. I will give you a few more seconds. Okay, so so that's it. We'll try to answer the question. The question is, they have given you two statements and you want to choose which among the given statements are correct. The first statement is the clock speed of a CPU is measured in hertz, and the second statement is Bluetooth technology consumes more power than Wi-Fi technology. So we have the first statement, clock speed of a CPU is measured in hertz, as a correct one. I hope you know a CPU speed or the CPU clock speed or the clock rate is measured in hertz. And generally, when we try to select a laptop or CPU, you can say it is measured in gigahertz. Okay, gigahertz, normally it is measured in gigahertz or GHz. A CPU's clock speed rate is a measure of how many clock cycles a CPU can perform per second. So the number of clock cycles per perform is the clock rate. And when coming to the second statement, Bluetooth technology consumes more power. Okay, and Wi-Fi technology, sorry, Bluetooth technology consume more power than Wi-Fi technology. It's a wrong statement. Okay, it's a wrong statement because Bluetooth devices have lower power consumption and Wi-Fi devices have higher power consumption. Bluetooth have lower power consumption and Wi-Fi have higher power consumption. Okay, Wi-Fi has higher power consumption. This is probably because the broadcast range of both the technologies are varied. Okay, it's depending upon the broadcast range, and we know the range of Bluetooth technology is comparatively less, so it uses lower power, and the Wi-Fi is compared to Bluetooth is very high. So you have option 1 as a correct and option 2 as a wrong one. So we have option 1 only is a correct option because the question is asked regarding which among the given is correct. So moving to next question, the third question. Given below are two statements. One is labeled assertion and the other is labeled as reason. And given assertion is the clock speed of CPU has not increased significantly in recent years. Remember again something related to clock speed, which is also asked in the previous question. Then the reason, software now being used is faster and therefore processors do not have to be faster. And in the light of the above two statement, choose the correct option from those given below. You have different options. Option A, both A and R. Okay, true. Here there will be A. Both A and R are true, and R is a correct explanation of A. Okay, then you have both A and R are true, but R is not the correct explanation of A. And option C, you have A is true, but R is false. And option D, you have A is false, but R is true. Okay, so that's it. I will give you some more seconds. Try to give me the answer. Once again, it's an assertion reason question in which they have given a statement regarding the clock speed of present CPUs. So the assertion is the clock speed of CPU has not increased significantly in recent years, and the reason is software now being used is faster, and therefore processors do not have to be faster. Okay, let's try to discuss the question. It's a bit interesting question. Again, it's regarding the clock speed. In the previous question, we have discussed what clock speed is all about. Okay, a CPU's clock speed, right, is a measure of how many clock cycles a CPU can perform per second. So this is also a question regarding clock speed. And when you consider the clock speed, okay, the assertion is that the clock speed of CPU has not increased significantly in recent years. But when you consider the clock speed in the past few decades, it can be seen that there was a time when CPU clock speed increased dramatically from year to year. In the 90s and early 2000s, processors increased at incredible speeds, shooting from 60 megahertz Pentium chips to gigahertz level processors within a decade. Remember? From megahertz, 60 megahertz Pentium chips to gigahertz level within a decade. But we can see around 2005, the top CPU clock speed of the high-end processors settled around 4 gigahertz. Okay, it was settled around 4 gigahertz and hasn't increased much since then. Okay, if you compare the existing speeds, it hasn't increased much then. So we can say the clock speed of CPU has not increased significantly in recent years is a correct one. Okay, is a correct one. And the next statement, software now being used is faster, therefore processes do not have to be faster, is a wrong statement. Okay, because nowadays the greater improvements in power come from multi-core processors. So it's all about best processors and fast processors that make the present computer faster. So the second statement is wrong. So we have the assertion correct and reason as a wrong. Okay, assertion is true, but reason is false. We have option C as a correct answer for this third question from ICT. Moving to fourth question. Which of the following statement is or are correct? Once again, they have given two statements. Statement one is a local area network or LAN is usually located on one brand of computer. Then the second statement is the acronym ISP stands for Internet Standard Provider. Okay, so its first statement is regarding LAN or local area network, and the second statement is all about ISP. Okay, choose the correct answer from the options given below. Option A is 1 only, option B is 2 only, option C is both 1 and 2, option D is neither 1 nor 2. Okay, try to give me the answer. I will give you a few seconds. Okay, so it's all about question regarding local area network and ISP. Okay, so let's try to discuss the question. Remember, if you want more time for going through the question, you can pause the video. So first aspect is regarding local area network. I hope you know what is a local area network. Local area network or LAN is a computer network that interconnects computers within a limited area, like it may be within a residence colony or a school or a lab, etc. Okay, so local area network is a computer network that interconnects computers with any brand of computer within a limited area, such as a residence, school, laboratory, campus, etc. And it has nothing to do with the brand of computer. It may be different brands. It may be HP, it may be Lenovo, okay, it may be Dell, any brand. So it has nothing to do with brand. So first statement is wrong. And the second statement is the acronym ISP stands for Internet Standard Provider. Okay, ISP is a very important term with regards to internet. So the acronym is also wrong. The expansion of ISP is Internet Service Provider. Internet Service Provider, not internet standard provider. Okay, it's internet service provider. So we have both the statement as wrong. So the question is which among the following given statements are correct. So we can say neither one nor two is correct. So we have option D as a correct answer for this question. So we are moving to the last question of this particular video. Select the option that contains exclusively text file format. That's the question. Select the option that contains exclusively text file formats. Okay, I will give you few seconds to answer the question. Okay, so in this option they have given different formats that is being utilized in ICT field. They have given option A as PEG, MP3, RTF, option B as CSV, RTF, TXT, option C as GIF, PEG, MP3, option D as CSV, MP3 and PDF. The question is regarding you want to select which option exclusively text file formats. Okay, exclusive text file format is the question. So that's it. We'll be discussing the question. Once again, if you want more time, you can pause the video. So the answer is there is no need of studying all the acronyms in this particular question. Definitely expansion to different terms or different acronyms is very important in ICT. We have already in Diksha broadcast, we have discussed or we have given document regarding all the ICT or the important ICT acronyms. So here the answer is option B. Okay, so different formats are used in computer world for images, then we have text, word files, etc. So here the question is regarding text file format. We have CSV is a text file format. It is all about comma separated values. Okay, CSV is all about you have the comma separated values. It's a text format. You would have seen many CSV files. Okay, comma separated values. Then you have RTF. Okay, RTF is also a text file format, rich text format. Okay, it's all about rich text format. And then you have TXT, it's all about text. So for this particular question, you have option B as the correct answer. So that's all about this video discussing ICT questions. So friends, that's all about this video discussing ICT questions from 2019 December afternoon shift. I hope you are clear with the all questions we have discussed so far. If you have any doubts, you can put it in the comment section. Definitely we will be resolving it as soon as possible. And we'll also continue uploading different videos discussing different topics of NTA-NET paper 1 syllabus, also discussion of previous question papers. We are also planning to discuss or release videos discussing mock questions or sample questions from different topics. So hopefully we'll be doing all of them in the coming days. Make sure you have subscribed to Diksha Classroom YouTube channel. So see you tomorrow. Thank you.